Understanding the information cycle. In order to choose a topic, it's important to understand how information travels through different mediums, and that is through what we call the information cycle. So you should always be asking yourself, how does information travel? At what speeds does information travel? And how do different types of information travel? And we're going to take a look at how some of those pieces of information travel through our society and through our literature. So when an event first happens, the first point of exposure are through things like Twitter, Facebook, blogs, different breaking news sites, websites, breaking news on television, the kind of instantaneous information that we associate with a breaking news story. Those are the first minutes or hours when an event happens. Within the first few days of an event, you might start seeing newspapers. Maybe the next day it'll actually be published in a newspaper. They'll be showing things on maybe different, more in-depth news coverage shows, like something like Nightline, as opposed to just breaking news on your local news station. After that, maybe a week or more later, you'll start to see articles in magazines, and perhaps journal articles are being published. And maybe in a few months or more, they will be writing books or films and other media that takes longer to produce. So this is the information pyramid. You can see we start at the bottom. Within the first minutes, hours, or perhaps days of an event, things like social networking, blogging, newspaper articles, online news sites, and TV reporting are our first and earliest access to an information. This is the point where most information is created, but it's not in-depth and not necessarily well-researched. The next phase up, the purple, within the next few weeks of an event, that's when we see magazine articles being published, in-depth news reporting being done, and perhaps some monthly journal articles coming out. The next one up, weeks and months, then you'll definitely see journal articles, because sometimes journal articles take longer to produce than magazine articles. And finally, in the following months and years after an event, we will see books. This is the point where the least information is created, but it's very in-depth and well-researched. That's because books take a lot of work, time, effort, and money to actually write and produce. There's an editorial process, whereas something like at the bottom of the pyramid, social networking, blogging, and online news sites, TV reporting, there's not as fine a editorial process. It's more about getting information out quickly rather than doing quality, in-depth research. So when you are thinking about working on a topic or creating a topic to research, it's just important to keep the information cycle in mind. For example, if you wanted to write about Occupy Wall Street or the Occupy movement, it may take a while before more books are going to be published on that topic. In the first few weeks or first few days of the movement, everything was pretty much in the green and purple zone. And now that it's been a few months, we're probably starting to see journal articles and even maybe a couple of quickly produced books. But it definitely was not available that first week. So when you're choosing a topic, keep the information cycle in mind as far as what resources are going to be available to you on a particular topic.